Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm going to rant about certain garbage that just came out. And it is absolutely hilariously bad. I mean, you can actually see the real reason why they did this with the first image, the thumbnail of the actual video. Right here. Surprise, surprise, from Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed's Shadows. And you can see it's absolutely bad, as well as you'll expect, because they decided to use Yasuke instead of older characters. Well, you know, it's a Japanese culture. Why should I not play as a Japanese guy? Yeah. It tells you everything that you need to know just with this thumbnail. Suffice to say, I'm not going to play the video because it's an absolutely shit show and I don't think it's actually worth anybody's time to watch. Just go there and downvote this goddamn fucking garbage because it's what it goddamn fucking deserves. Because let's face it, DEI or didn't earn it does not deserve the time of day. Right, so as you can see, it's really not good. And the second character, which is supposed to be a female, is actually very androgynous. You cannot identify if that thing is an actual woman or an actual dude. It's very difficult to actually see. For a moment, I actually thought it was a dude. Turned it, it's the voice, and oh wait, that's supposed to be a woman. Even the AI cannot identify it, because apparently, and that's very, 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 well, clear, with V over here. As you can see, he says, hey Graham, so far very few, if any, Western AAA female characters can pass the ChatGPT test. Female characters from 2016 have no issues. So we see here, Talia Vaz Normandy, and she is, well, clearly a woman despite having a mask or having well, entire face covered. Meanwhile, in this one, what the ChatGPT said, well, the character in the image has androgynous features, making it difficult to definitely determine their gender based on appearance alone. The character's hair circle and expression do not provide clear gender indicators. Well, then, that's a very, very, very clear what is going on at Ubisoft. I mean, what an utter garbage that they have been releasing lately. Here, you would think that they have been done with the quadruple A game that it is, the Skulls and Bones, that thing that actually failed spectacularly for a quadruple A game. Well, here it is, what they have in store for you people. Because I'm not buying this garbage if that's what you're thinking. Standard Edition base game pre-order bonus, $70. Are you insane? Gold Edition base game pre-order bonus, season pass, 3-day early access. Like, that's worth anything at all. 3-day early access. Why would I want to play this garbage 3 days before everybody else? Then Ultimate Edition. Base game, pre-order bonus, season pass, 3-day early access, Ultimate Pack. What's that Ultimate Pack is about? Possibly some skins here and there, and that's about it. For $130. Are you insane, Ubisoft? And obviously the real reason, they want Ubisoft Plus. With $18 a month. Are you really shitting me, Ubisoft? You know, they're the ones who said that we as gamers need to be used to, well, not owning games anymore. Well, Ubisoft, I think you should be getting used to not owning my money anymore. Because I'm definitely not wasting a single penny on your games. In the forward future, on the upcoming future, basically the last game I actually purchased from Ubisoft was, if I recall correctly, The Division 2, and that thing doesn't seem like The Division. It feels like there's something lacking in there, even though I've tried to get into it, but there's something there that's missing. I don't know what it is. But either way, before I continue, there is something much, much better.
as a knight. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
I'm back, baby. Yeah, right. So, here we have with Grams. Here is what he said. Update. They deleted it. Wikipedia editors have already altered Yasuki's entry. They did it just moments after I tweeted it, covering up the Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Shadows. They did this with Warhammer, and now they are doing it in real history. What they are doing is they are taking a very important paragraph in which it elucidates exactly what happened. Right, here it is what it was a few moments ago. Apparently they did another update and it's back again to the actual description, which is this. It is important to note that there are no historical writings or evidence that Yasuki was considered as samurai. He was never given a fief or referred to as one in any writings. And most of the knowledge of his life comes from these messages written by missionaries and locals. And it was changed to this. In 1579, Yasuki arrived in Japan. They deleted the entire section, and it has been going that over and over and over and over multiple times because people are triggered. The woke idiots, the woke retards are very, 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 very triggered with the facts. And even more so, we still, well, Yasuki may have lived, but we're still not quite so sure. He may actually have been African or something like that. All we have is just a very generic knowledge or things that is going on, and it's difficult to quite put a finger into its authenticity. Here it is. The return to this is the article itself right now on Wikipedia. I just refreshed for this video. It's still there for now, but it has been going back and forth as of today. Here, it is important to note that despite popular myth and modern depictions, there are no historical writings nor evidence that Yasuki was ever granted the rank or title of samurai. In fact, this is basically what it's the mostly accepted truth, because these people are all interested in one thing and one thing only: to change history. This is exactly what we see in Warhammer, for instance, in their insistence that there has always been female custodians. This is literally what the left does. The left, the communists, these disgusting little creatures who view time as or history as a mere speed bump into their desires for conquest that needs to be removed. I think George Orwell really put it quite succinctly here. Here is what he said: every record has been destroyed or falsified, every book rewritten, every picture has been repainted, every statue and street building has been renamed, every date has been altered, and the process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped. Nothing exists except an endless present in which the party is always right. And this is exactly what we've been facing lately, even on the Warhammer world, in which Games Workshop insisted that custodies have always existed. They will always gaslight. They will try to change history because they see it as a mere speed bump to their desires and conquests, to their, well, they do the same thing for science. In fact, we can even see that with the idea of having multiple genders, or that women are as strong and as fast as a man. And that is, well, quite frankly, absolutely dumb. Here we can see a little bit more in regards with Grumps. So Ubisoft apparently changed Assassin's Creed Shadows, throwing away the original story and instead running with Yasuke, an obscure black retainer of Nobunaga, as a front and center. An Ubisoft writer who worked on the game says the original story was completely different. This gels with what the employees of Ubisoft tell me, that Ubisoft is completely locked down with DEI, which is didn't earn it, and is the most oppressively studio to work at, as DEI is everywhere. Yasuke himself is a footnote in Nobunaga's story. Nobunaga was fascinated with the color of his skin and he was kept as a retainer until Nobunaga was betrayed and slain. Yasuke fought part of that battle but surrendered and was imprisoned. Not much is known about him, but Ubisoft decided to run with it anyways. I think I will disagree with the battle here because we do have some historical facts, and we can go here way of Bushido, and here it is what the guy said. Fact check: a sword bearer stays behind in the general camp near the Lord, and they don't go out on the battlefield, and there is absolutely positively no record of Yasuke fighting in any battle. There is also no record of Yasuke receiving martial arts training or the use of the Japanese sword, either when in the service of Nobunaga or the years prior. So basically, what Ubisoft is trying to do here is just simply what we know that they are doing. It's to virtue signal. Now let's see what the Japanese people are feeling about this, because after all, we had made up characters in the previous Assassin's Creeds, and now we have an actual historical character that they are trying to change and do everything they possibly can to actually change history. Here it is what the Japanese have been saying. Here is one guy said, a game where black people massacre Japanese people in the Sengoku period is the perfect example of Ubi. Is this what happens when political correctness is taken to the extreme? Yeah, apparently it is. It's also a good analogy and a good example of what is currently happening in America with the anti-Asian attacks. I will leave it at that, just for your curiosity. Right. Here is what the guy said. The sword is in the wrong position. It's no good to have it opened at your side. I wanted Yasuke to appear as an ally. Are they mocking Japan? They should have made someone like Saitsu Kirigakure as an assassin. Here's another guy. It's a bit disappointing. I wanted to play as a Japanese ninja. It's my favorite game since I started with the Syndicate and I have played everything, so this is sad. Yeah, me too. I wanted to play as a Japanese guy, but then again, it's Ubisoft game, so it was very likely going to be just generic crap. But with this, we can literally kind of really predict it's literally generic bad crap. Something that smells like a very bad turd under the sun. Anyway, and the last one. I don't think there are any Japanese people supervising the architecture. It's Chinese and filled with lanterns, story gates and paper lanterns. So it doesn't feel like this. I think the Shogun stands out after the good examples in the grammar. Oh my god, I completely forgot about the architecture. I wasn't even paying attention. I was kind of giggling and laughing at the trailer. I think they were going for a more serious note on it, but quite frankly, I was taking it as a joke. Especially after they added a music that was way too modern at the tail end of the trailer. You know, yeah, they must be taking a piss out of the people or gamers at this point. So, anyway, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night. And remember, fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you.